2023, I am all about holding myself accountable. I did actually read it, and the rest of this video is going to go downhill from here because I did not read a single other one. I've had it for too long. This is a newer purchase, so I feel less bad about it. Sleeping Beauty, Waking Up Woke. Hello, I'm Beth Joey and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel where I paint my face, turn my camera on and talk about some books. In 2023, I am all about holding myself accountable. Holding myself accountable to the TBRs that I set, the promises that I make, and the resolutions that I assign myself. And I decided, why not get started on that habit at the end of 2022? So hopefully when I do it in 2023, it actually feels natural. So I've made a couple of series sorts of videos where this is essentially my way of making sure that I do that. So I've got my book box battle, which is my way to make myself read all my Fairy Loot and Illumicrate books. I've got my 26 before 26 series updates, which is my way of making myself read the 26 books that I promised I would read before I turn 26. I've got my series smash videos where I read all the books in a series in one vlog. And finally, I've got this series, which is my On the Hook to Read the Book series, which is my way of getting all the TBRs that I put together. I will endeavor to make an On the Hook to Read the Book. I'm really struggling to say that, so I might have to change that. Any suggestions, let me know down below. But I'll make one of these videos around the deadline of each of those TBRs as a way to let you know whether I actually stuck to it, and hopefully that will get me actually sticking to them. These are going to be short and simple and sweet, where I just tell you whether I read them or not, and if I did, I tell you the rating that I gave them. I'm just not going to go into too much detail on these because I just want to make them an accountability thing, so you can kind of see what I'm up to at the moment, and it's a way of logging everything that I'm reading. So let's just go through the books that I promised to read for my fall TBR and find out or not if I actually read them. First, we've got Velvet Was the Night by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. I gave this 3 stars. I did actually read it. Really proud of myself for this one. And the rest of this video is going to go downhill from here because I did not read a single other one. So we've got Serpent and Dove by Shelby McEwen, which has been on my TBR for the longest time. It has been in so many TBR videos. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in my 2023 must-reads video or something like that because I need to read this. I've had it for too long and I can't refrain from reading it any longer, but yeah, I didn't read it in full. Then we've got In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead, which I did not read. Luckily, this is a newer purchase, so I feel less bad about it, but I think it's Meg with Books, I think is her handle. She read this and apparently thought it was amazing, and everybody keeps saying this is dark academia, so I'm like, maybe I'll enjoy this. Then we've got The X-Hex by Erin Sterling. I will admit I was kind of put off by this one when Chandler over at Chandler Ainsley read it and said she DNF'd it, so I'm kind of scared for it. But I love romances and it's kind of spooky and cool and fun, so I think I might like it. Plus I think it's a second chance romance as well. Then we've got The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and just like Serpent and Dove, this has been in so many TBR videos and I've never gotten around to reading it, and I'm ashamed of myself for it because everybody that I've heard that has read this book has said that they've loved it. And lastly, I'm super ashamed of myself for this one because it is so teeny tiny short. It would have literally taken me 5 minutes, and that is Fairy Tales for Millennials by Bruno Vincent. This is something I picked up in like TK Maxx or something. I saw that it was like a modern twist on fairy tales, so like you'll find Sleeping Beauty, Waking Up Woke, the nanny goat's gruff getting trolled, and the 3 little pigs explaining that realistically a house of straw is really the only way a first-time buyer can get on the property ladder. I really loved how like snarky that is, so I wanted to read it in the sort of spooky season, but I think this might be like a winter fairy tales thing, but yeah, didn't read it. So all in all, out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books on my fall TBR, I read 1 of them. So this series is definitely not starting very well, and this actual stack is what prompted me to make this series. So this is where we're at. This is what we're aiming to change going into 2023. Like I said, super quick, super easy video. Don't want to go massively into detail on these ones because I talk about all of these books when I read them in other videos, and I talk about what they're about and everything in other videos, so I don't want to be repetitive. Let me know down below if you do something like this to hold yourself accountable. If you have like a TBR spreadsheet or checklist or something, I need inspiration on a way to actually keep track of everything I'm saying I'm gonna read. Or just let me know if you've read any of these books or what you're reading at the moment. I love talking to you guys and I do my best to reply to every single comment. I really hope that you enjoyed this quick little video, and if you did, please do let me know by liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell all down below. It is a super easy way to help my channel grow, and I will see you lovely people in my next video. Bye!